in South Lake Tahoe. We did not figure out how to van life it out of South Lake Tahoe in January. Andy spent some time beforehand and kept the water in our 25-gallon and 20-gallon water tank and gray tank, but we disconnected all of the lines, and Andy just literally put his old pipe around the end of the tube and blew out all of the water, as much of the water as he could, so then they wouldn't freeze, because it was definitely below freezing temperatures there.
Yeah, the poor man's air compressor.
The poor man's air compressor.
I got 2 of them.
So yeah, so there we were just living out of an apartment for about a half a week that we were there.
Do you also remember what we did every morning and night before we went to bed?
Yes. He'd make us stand on the outside of the van and push on the side to shake the van so that it would break up the ice in the tanks. After that, on our way home, we went and stopped at Travertine Hot Springs.
Oh yeah, what an experience.
The hot springs we turned onto this snowy dirt road. We pulled off to the side because we were worried that the van wouldn't be able to make it. It's only 2-wheel drive. And we decided to walk the rest of the way. And we got to the parking lot, and that's where all the people were, just cooking out in the parking lot, having a good time.
And that one was really spread out.
Yeah.
There were probably 10 different pools,
Yeah.
but none of them were near each other.
Yeah.
So you kind of had to go and look for them.
One's a hot one too.
Yeah, I think I want to sit.
Woo! Stevie.
But the bottoms were nice. There were those bugs. What, is there a bug on me?
No. What bugs?
Don't you remember those bugs kept attacking me?
Oh, that's... This is one of those things you wouldn't expect about Andy. He does not like water. Like, really does not. I like water where you can't see the bottom.
It's spooky. For some reason, it didn't seem to be... They didn't attack you at all. But whenever I would sit somewhere, they would just start swimming in from the sides underwater and then climbing up my skin.
I didn't have any problems though with the bugs. So, and the pools were full of, like, lots of people were there. So Travertine Hot Springs, if you're South Lake Tahoe area and you're looking for a little pit stop on the way back to San Francisco. Do you hear me?
No.
I have nothing in my hand. Home sweet home.
Right back where we started, but warmer.
And I actually remember writing something after visiting that place that I think is pretty good at defining what that place is like. So I wrote that feeling when you drive into an empty town with one stoplight and come to find everyone is just off the beaten path. So it was this very small town. It seemed like it was a ghost town, and then we found that everybody was just hanging out at the hot springs. I also wrote this about visiting Lake Tahoe. I forgot how busy life can feel with a front lawn as expansive as your wheels will turn. With that said, we are filming, but the coming along visual portion of this journey won't be available till a time when retrospection and a singular address can be applied. Colorado! Instead, here's a shot from our very first week in San Francisco. Mimicking the constantly pivoting wheels of our van, we took a 360-degree turn away from our expectations for settling back into life on the road and traded them for an unexpected story in South Lake Tahoe. So just to get back once more to, we really firsthand, quite literally, pivoted our van wheels after finding out that we both had COVID-19, and we're lucky for a number of reasons to have Alyssa also have COVID, and for her to have an apartment, and for us to be within driving distance, I've heard, to be able to get out of the van a little bit. So all of these things.
This isn't probably going in the video, but technically if you do a 360-degree turn, you end up in the same spot.
That's true. We did.
But if you think about it, we did a 360-degree turn very slowly because we did come back to San Francisco.
That's true. That's a good clarification. Alrighty. Ow. Our spot last night on Highway 1.
That one's like really, she's like wanting to play. Whoa! The Big Dipper, Giant Dipper, Santa Cruz. Roller coaster ride.